Ever feel like your brain is on high alert in every relationship? Like you're constantly scanning for signs that something might go wrong? And here is the thing. Amir Levine and Rachel Haller in their book Attached assure that you're not dramatic, paranoid, broken, or too much. You are a beautifully sensitive soul, that's all. Amir Levine calls it having a sixth sense for danger. And honestly, that's a perfect way to put it. If you're someone who freaks out when your partner doesn't text back right away, or if a little distance makes your brain hit red alert, you already know what I'm talking about. It's like you're constantly scanning, waiting for the other shoe to drop. And yeah, it's exhausting. But here is the kicker. It's not your fault. This is your brain wired from childhood, from patterns you didn't even get to choose, doing what it thinks will keep you safe. The way Levine breaks it down, anxious people live in this heightened state of alert. You're always looking for signs that your partner might pull away, emotionally ghost you, or just leave you hanging. Even small stuff like a short text or a weird tone in their voice can set off a spiral in your head. Your brain basically turns into a hypersensitive radar, and honestly, it can feel like a curse sometimes. But it's also part of your superpower. You notice things, you care deeply, you feel things intensely. The trick is learning how to manage it so it doesn't run your life. Now, let's talk about how this shows up in day to day relationships. People with anxious attachment crave closeness. They want connection and reassurance. But because they are so tuned into possible rejection, they tend to overread signals. Once you realize that your brain is wired this way, that you're reacting to your attachment system and not just being dramatic, you can take a pause before spiraling out of control. You can notice, okay, my radar went off, I feel insecure, but that doesn't mean the relationship is over. That's the first step towards breaking the loop. Self awareness is powerful because it gives you a choice. You can act out of fear or you can respond consciously. And Levine makes it clear that anxious attachment isn't a life sentence. With effort, you can move towards a more secure way of connecting. Part of that effort is learning how to communicate your needs. But here is the real truth. Not everyone can meet those needs, and that's okay. If a partner consistently triggers your anxiety, it might be a sign the relationship isn't a good fit. Not that you need to fix yourself. Can an anxious person become more secure on their own? Totally. Levine gives some strategies for that. First, recognize your triggers. What sets off your radar? A late text, a change in tone, a delayed reply. Notice it without judgment. Second, self-soothe before reacting. Step away, breathe, write down your thoughts, or talk to a friend before you reach out. That pause makes a big difference. Third, choose partners wisely. Avoid chronic avoidance until you've got more tools. Look for people who show up consistently, who communicate, who make you feel safe instead of stressed. And fourth, therapy or coaching. Talking to someone who understands attachment theory can help you practice healthier responses and break old patterns. Levine's main point here is that anxious attachment isn't a flaw, it's wiring. It's your brain trying to keep you emotionally safe, even if it sometimes overreacts. The sensitivity, the intensity, the hyper awareness, those aren't weaknesses. They are signs that you care deeply, that you notice things, that you want real connection. The key is learning how to handle that wiring so it works for you instead of against you. So, yeah, that's the vibe. If your heart has ever been on full alert 24/7 in relationships, that's your brain doing its thing. Now it's your turn to take the wheel. Calm the radar, speak up, roll with people who show up, and suddenly, love stops feeling like a freaking danger zone. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe and write a nice comment if you like it. I will appreciate it. And hold close. Today is life. One more special and life-changing day. Trust that everything will work out in the best possible way for you.